Welcome back, everyone, to Standard and Arena with me, Autumn, aka Rainy the Witch. Lots of standard decks to catch up on, and Dimir, kind of public enemy number one in standard right now. After the lessons deck, of course. Dimir somehow untouched from every rotation, every ban, everything that happens. Dimir stands strong. And it's about time we gave it another spin, because people doom about this deck a bit. And I joke about the deck, I mock it a little bit. It's pretty powerful though. Kaito, insane card to cheat in on turn 3. Curiosity, insane card to curve into. These are the two linchpins of the deck. Thank you, Espin, for the 66 months of support. Appreciate that continued support, Espin. Thank you, thank you. These are the two linchpins of the deck. And really where a lot of the power level of the deck comes from. And we have a lot of cards here just to support them. We have cheap creatures like Spyglass Siren, Cecil, and Deep-Cavern Bat that help us curve into our Kaito that our opponent's going to struggle to deal with. We have flash threats like Floodpits Drowner and Tidebinder, so that if people play around Curiosity, maybe they play into these threats instead. And a lot of just good, efficient interaction, a lot of fun ofs here. Shoot the Sheriff, Heartless Act, Stab, Trajectory, all these powerful blue and black interactive spells just to trip your opponent up just long enough for your card advantage to take over. I'm excited to give this a spin. Deck seems very powerful. It's always been powerful and we've tried it before. Let's play some Dimir. Fine hand. A little sad that we can't cast Cecil on turn 1. Stairs in Gloomlake Verges. But I mean, we've got turn 3 Kaito on the play. Can do a lot worse than that. You know, if we're just going to bounce to hand anyway, I kind of want to lead on Cecil so that I can spell pierce an artist's talent if need be. Since it looks like we could be against lessons. Potentially. Duelist of the Mind. Alright. It's pretty good against this Kaito. Well. Still going to put this Kaito in play. Yeah, we are against looting, which I assume is like potentially a slightly tough matchup for us. But we will see how this goes. We do have Kaito. So certainly a good start against them. I'm worried if I tap down the duelist. I mean, I guess I have to tap down the duelist realistically. I'm worried about Kaito getting torched. Yeah, looting plays well into Dimir. I know the VV deck always played very well into Dimir, and the looting is not that dissimilar. Yeah, cut down against FOMO. That's true. Oof. Bouncing the Kaito is very rude. Well, let's go for a bat. See what we can find. Cheap interaction, huh? Well then, I mean, if we leave them with a braid, we might be able to spell pierce it. There's an awful lot of FOMOs. Alright. Do this. Name black. Pay 2. Get down Cecil. Hope the spell pierce does some work against this braid. Boy, do we need it to. Boomerang basics is so nice against Kaito, huh? Really just sets you back a lot. Yes, we don't let them know that their braid's getting spell pierced until they've decided what to loot away. And we're definitely spell piercing. Need to slow them down just long enough. for us to establish something here. And they discard a win tonight with the value city, population opponent. I really want to get Kaito going. I feel like I probably need to kill this Duelist of the Mind though. Right? And then do a Floopy in that turn. And the FOMOs. Yeah, the FOMOs are pretty spooky too. This is a load-bearing Cecil. Oh my god. Okay, that's a Quantum Riddler. Cool, cool. So many cards. Maybe Singing for Lethal now, indeed. Right. Okay. And they can't attack into the Cecil, so something at least. Boop. Aha. God, I wish I'd hit a land there so I could do the floopy trick on this Duelist. Anyway. I guess I would never be able to do the floopy trick, huh? Alright, attack with these. Put in this Kaito. Am I just stunning a FOMO? I don't, like, love this plan, but... Aha. Oh my god. I just want to stick a Kaito. Kaito feels kind of embarrassing against that deck, I guess. Just really hard to stick into all their threats. Yeah. This matchup feels slightly unwinnable. Gonna be honest. So he certainly wants strategic betrayals. Stab feels awful against them. I guess Unagi's really good against them. Essence Scatter's probably good. Is Day of Black Sun anything against them? Probably not, right? I guess it would have been good that game, but only because we were so far behind. Then we would have just lost our Riddler anyway. You're pretty low on this. It is expensive. I guess I'm just thinking they do a lot of drawing on their turn. But I could imagine that it like is just too much mana. Ultimately. Feels like sticking a Deep-Cavern Bat is going to be very ambitious. I assume Annul is not anything. It hits FOMO, but like kind of nothing else. It's talent to true. I'm not allowed to keep this. It's fairly mopey, but that's a very good draw. Alright, they are just saying go. Fascinating. And for 2. I really hope they can't answer this Preacher, because we're quite reliant on it. Yeah, figured they just had an abrade. Makes sense. Surprised they didn't abrade earlier because of Kaito. What does that mean? That's the FOMO. So look, wow, if they have a Boomerang Basics, they're safe. I have to hope they don't have that one. Doesn't seem like they do. Oh my god, we're getting the double trigger. Let's go. Incredible stuff. I don't love the idea of shocking because it takes me off of drawing a card next turn, but I think I probably have to, right? I either want to cast Curiosity or want to cast 2 2-mana things. There's just no real getting around it. That is not a terribly impressive play, I have to say. I'm quite okay with this one tonight. I'm just gonna try and block it. I guess they could like torch my Curiosity, but then they have no board. Sure, I'm pretty okay with this. They now have no battlefield. We're gonna hit them with Preacher again. They can have a 1/1. This seems pretty acceptable. No, my Preacher. Hopefully the Preacher has done its job at this point. Card and a couple of vampires, 4 damage. Would be a lot worse. Right, I need every bit of damage I can get. Yeah, Unagi would have been insane. That's true. It's certainly true. Go Deep-Cavern Bat. See that removal spell. Boo. Kind of predictable. So many Winter Night stories, huh? They seem super dead. They don't seem terribly alive. So admittedly, they're not dead next turn. They do get to draw a lot of cards. I don't know. They could weasel their way out of this. Alright, the fact we've seen Roaring Furnace now makes me really want to bring in these Annuls. Turns out they actually have quite a few targets, I suppose. Oh my god, am I actually going to lose this game? 2 Bitter Triumphs is not very exciting. They could otter their way out of this. So true. Hey, Malamet. God, I am worried we're just going to lose this. Wait, they're tapping the otter. Okay. I mean, obviously, if I had known they were going to do that, I would have killed the otter already, but Guards 2 lands. Here's a duelist. Boop. Oh, we have like a 65% shot at lethal. And I guess it's 60% shot at lethal. Okay. No. Rip. Missed our 60%er. I think we'll find a way to make it through this very trying time. Just possibly. We seem to have boarded oddly. I mean, I feel like all the cards we see in our cards they probably want in that deck, right? They've just drawn weirdly more than anything. They've drawn all their Winter Nights and not many of their threats. No. That doesn't quite save them yet. So now a Boomerang Basics or a Storm Chasers or a Torch would be good enough. Of course. They are attacking? Okay. That makes more sense. I'm not drawing well. I mean, I'm drawing how Dimir players draw. I don't know. This is just what happens when you have Dimir cards in your deck. You have to draw them. Am I ambushing? I could ambush. I think I'm not going to. Keep it a surprise. So I'm worried they just get back a torch. Which would kind of suck. Is Dimir the go garbage of the new age, essentially? Well, I guess flashing this in now achieves nothing. Well, Dimir had such a high win rate at Worlds. It's very surprising to me. It keeps crushing the Magic Online challenges. And every time I play it, I'm like, kind of demid. Yeah, no creature lands is unfortunate. That is true. Normally, I'm not one to cry misfortune. But I will admit that no creature lands is definitely pretty unfortunate. They sacked the talent instead of a furnace? Excuse me? That is quite surprising. No, stop. Oh my god. I'm surprised they're only warping. Don't they want to have a 5/6 in play? I guess they figure they can just hit me with it and try and kill me this time. Alright. Please? Oh my god. I cannot believe we won that game. Genuinely shocking. Wait, there's only 2 Restless Reef in this list? Excuse me, what? I don't know much about this Magic the Gathering thing, but Restless Reef has that 2 of? Excuse me? Wild. Wild stuff. Gareth, thank you for the 45-month free sub. Thank you. Thank you. Heck yeah. I do have the Fountainport and the Soulstones. So I do have those. I don't want to cut bats. They literally have fire magic in that deck, I don't know. And bat's #1 hater. If Deep-Cavern Bat has 10,000 haters, I'm one of them. Deep-Cavern Bat has 100 haters, I'm one of them. If Deep-Cavern Bat has 1 hater, it's me. Deep-Cavern Bat has 0 haters, I've stopped playing Magic. Yeah, 5 lands that can come frats is probably fine. That's true. I'm being a little bit hyperbolic. Not that I would ever. Deeply surprising behavior. Oh, they didn't kill my Siren. And they didn't slam a threat past my Essence Scatter. Alright, alright. Could be worse. Dimir Udraini. It's like when I play Golgari, there are just some color combinations that you know aren't gonna go well. It's like, what did you expect to happen, Rainy? I'm just trying to give decks a fair shake, you know, but sometimes they won't let me. No. Oh, this Essence Scatter has been so embarrassing this game. I don't know. I feel like I need to keep holding it open though, in case their final card's a Riddler. Yep. A lot of damage. A lot of damage for one little Rainy to take. Alright, Preacher. You got some blocking to do, my friend. Chat, we scattering this or waiting for the Riddler? It is gonna have haste, notably. This might be too soon. Please don't Riddler me. Okay, thank goodness. That one's pretty beatable, thankfully. Attack both, got a lifelinker. You can rebuy a boomerang. Oh, does that kill me? I guess it kind of does. I have to draw something. Alright, that counts. Good, good. Almost a year. Alicia, thank you for that 92% of support. I am excited for the next 8% of a year of support to take you to a whole year of support. Thank you, Alicia. Oh. Whoa, the no attacks. The no attacks. Goodbye, Restless Reef, my beloved. Oh, they don't sack it to the torch. That is wild. Wild stuff. They now need to chump block, question mark? We can even go for possible lethal. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. Good game. Alright, we got that. Dimir's unbeatable. Best deck in the format. Let's go. Never had any doubt. If Dimir has 10,000 fans, I'm one of them. Yeah, why not? This is what you call a curve. Oh boy. Oh, hey Phil. It's true. This isn't Simic. Apart from if you're green-black colorblind. I really want to tap this because it's a 2-free, but I don't know. You can tap the Divide Guide and try and block this Protectors and get blown out by the stupid removal spell. Oh, hey Sophia. Meowcom. You could never play Gold Garbage. That would be a blessing in a disguise. True. True. The deck is kind of cool. Oh yeah, I think Go Garbage is like kind of fine right now. I don't disagree. I don't know that I would go as far as like. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad. But every time I say that, I play it on stream and change my mind. So, you know, make of it what you will. Am I allowed curiosity here? I almost feel like I have to Tidebinder, but 2 whole cards, you know. I'm just really worried they're about to start snowballing like crazy if I don't Tidebind this South Pole Voyager. Oh my god. I am so dead. Good lord. Isn't that a board state? Oh, yes, it might as well. Alright. Let's get in with the Siren, I guess. Draw a card. And then we probably want to bat them. And hold open Tidebinder. Please don't have the flash rat. I would be so dead. That's pretty good too. That was not the flash rat I was talking about, but it ain't bad. Targeting the preacher. I assume I can't ever beat them flipping the Sang. So, here we go. Wow, they did have the flash rat. Apparently they just had everything. Alright. Beatable. Beatable board state. I'm surprised they didn't want to eat my Spyglass Siren with the Yang. Their numbers are so big. I agree, unfortunately. 10, 18. Well, this preacher is certainly blocking. Oh, they have a million Earth Kingdom protectors, right? So the preacher is just dying. Good talk, good talk. I guess there's not really many ways out of this. Hilarious. Oh, let's draw at least one card. Maybe we draw two. Can like kill this, play two blockers, block these, die to the trample. Yeah, maybe I'm only allowed to draw one and I have to hope it's another removal spell. That sucks. Let me see. Game 2. Bring in these stabs. Bring in this Day of Black Sun. Just anything that removes a creature is good by me. I could bring in Essence Scatter. They do have 4 Cavern of Souls, which makes that a little bit challenging, I feel. Removal spells. Mono removal spells. No one can beat all these removal spells. Deal. Alright. So 1 Spyglass, turn 2 stab. Having Curiosity in the opener is very important since we boarded out the Kaitos. Curiosity has a lot of work to do. No turn 1 threat, huh? Alright. Bit worried they're gonna play the 2-3 this turn. Oh, a gift. Boop. Get in for 1. Say go. Tidebinder at the ready. I can't Tidebind that, but I do think I flash this in to threaten to draw a card. Yeah, we forced the block. Amazing. Oh. Okay. Brendan does want to block. I am very okay with that. Curiosity landed. Deal. That's a 1/1. What on earth? Okay. Fascinating. Your time is probably not right now, my friend. Do I want to split up the counters? That sounds reasonable. Ding, ding, ding. You have a winner. Get in for 2. There you go. Oh my god. Alright. Very swole lieutenant. I think I go for the double block. Especially if they're not getting priority. Alright. Time to draw some cards. Just a few. I'm gonna pretend I have stuff in hand. Since I'm not gonna need to play this tap land this game anyway. Alright, game 3. That deck is quite spooky to play against, but certainly a nice game to do that. Zero removal spells is a bit concerning. I must be set. Yeah, I agree. Fission. Sheltered by Ghosts does not seem like the most spectacular card in the matchup. But, you know, people do what they do, I guess. If I attack, they're going to have the flash on 1, and then they're going to hit me for way more, so I guess I am not attacking. These Floodpits Drowners do not seem like the most amazing cards in the world to be casting at the moment against this army of 1/1s. Soon to be. Indeed. Very predictable. Does mean they probably don't have the 2/2 that draws cards in their hand. They said Avatar. Well then. You don't say. You don't say. I guess I'm not casting my Preacher into Avatar. Yeah, I agree, Bo. I can both understand the reasoning and firmly disagree with the reasoning. Am I casting one of these? Well, the most exciting thing in the world to cast. Doesn't really do anything on this board. I guess we're just chilling. Thing is, the moment they cast Ang, I need to Floodpits it. Otherwise, it's gonna grow their whole board. So I think I just have to be really patient here and not cast these creatures until next turn. Like, Floodpitting the Ang is just really important to stop that first flip attack. Well, they're really just doing nothing. Kind of incredible for us. Oh, I guess I meant to bat before I preach it now. Use this bat whilst it does things. Maybe force their hand on the Ang. I see. Uh-huh. What am I taking, chat? I guess I take the Ang. And then they have to allies at last the bats. If they were to go for Ang this turn, they can't detect intrusion to protect the trigger. Like, all we want to do right now is stop this Ang from flipping. That's all that matters. Sure. I don't know if at some point I have to attack these spyglasses to force them to cast Ang. I probably should, right? World's worst strategic betrayal spotted, by the way. Damn, the detect intrusion is so sick with invasion reinforcements, by the way. If they tap this to flip the Ang. Let it through. My worry is if I cast Preacher, they go Ang the Preacher, detect intrusion, my floopy. But I also worry I'm just giving them too much time to draw into action. Not that they're doing a particularly great job of that. Ooh. Insane card. Alright. Yes, now I can probably just cast a Preacher. If they use everything in their arsenal to get this Ang attack in, they are not beating the sweeper. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Oh my god. Yep. Very swole team. Cool. Well, just attack with the Preacher and get a card, I guess. I'll happily remove 2 things. They already are committed to just never casting the Sang, huh? Could maybe just start casting these now. I guess that was kind of like the literal worst one to tap. Whatever. Now I just have to do this. This is so embarrassing. Whatever. This is fine. Everything's fine. Ah, Aang has finally arrived. Good, good. What says the Aang? The Aang says goodbye, preacher. Alright. So just say go with double floopy open to deal with this Aang. I could wait for them to put mana into flipping the Aang, I guess. Aha. Aha. Boop. Alright, now I'm feeling pretty good about this game. Attack all, I suppose. Oh, this does not work how you want it to, opponent. Good game. Board successfully dismantled. Alright, 2-0. Fine. I'll keep classic Dimir hand, mopey creatures. You know. It be what it be. Oh. There are Ouroboros in our future. Oh, is this the Ouroboros list that plays the stupid saga? I think it might be. Yeah, it is. Well. Poor patch recruit, huh? Least beatable magic card. I feel like I have to take the recruit. Just to stop them casting it next turn. What saga? There's the red saga that like exiles 3 cards and you can cast them until next turn. I assume I am just blocking and then hoping desperately to draw a blue source. Not quite what I asked for, but you know, can't have everything, I guess. There you go. If I cast this Drowner, I get completely wrecked by Iroh's demonstration, huh? What a card. Comically insane magic card. I wish I had another blue source. I would love to go Drowner, tap Sentinel, block Elves. Maybe I just have to do that anyway. I just like, then they get their Paw Patch back, and then playing Magic becomes somewhat challenging. Alright. Hey Jamura, my day's going good, yeah. Hope your day is going well also. Had a pretty chill morning. I mailed off a couple of Eternities boxes that I sold. Got some errands done. Finished DuckTales Season 1. Actually really good. I think I just attack for 1 and hold open all my mana, right? I'm really surprised they didn't kill my bat. Universes Beyond DuckTales when, please. I would love it. I mean, that literally is just in Lorcana. There are like 100 DuckTales cards in Lorcana, I swear. So I don't know that they really need to add it to Magic. One of the better cards in Lorcana is Miss Webergale Vanderquack. Everyone's favorite. Alright, whatever. Love Webby, so true. God, I really want to shuffle this away. I also really want to Tidebind this Paw Patch recruit. I guess I just shuffle this away. It makes playing through the Paw Patch such a nightmare though. Maybe I just don't. Maybe I just plan to Bitter Triumph this later. But then I can't cast Spyglass because of Iroh's demonstration. I guess if this is the plan, I have to hold open Bitter Triumph instead of casting Spyglass so that I can kill Paw Patch or trigger on stack. Now, having Webby be played by Kate Micucci is like inspired casting. TVH. So good. What do I do with this? I feel like this doesn't do enough. Maybe I'm wrong about that. You need to watch some Lorcana coverage to understand how the game is played at all. I mean, it's definitely worth giving a look. It plays pretty similarly to Magic, honestly. I would say of all the TCGs I have played, it is the one that is most similar to Magic. Actually, that's a lie. There's a digital one I played a while back that was maybe more similar to Magic, but was not very good. I was like several years ago, though. That is a very good draw. Rippan is the best iteration on the My Little Pony card game you've tried yet. Hell yeah. I know nothing about the MLP card game. I know very little about Riftbound. I'm honestly kind of intending to keep it that way. I've heard the competitive Riftbound community is like exceptionally sweaty. Oh, I can believe that, Jamura. That sounds very, very plausible. Yeah, the game seems fun, but competitive play matters a lot to me when I play these kinds of games, and I don't know. I'm not sure the competitive tournaments of that game are necessarily a vibe based on what I've heard. So, if I attack, they just get to double block Badgermole Fenrir. That's probably fine though. I could just attack with Siren to draw a card instead though. That's probably better. So I gotta find an Ouroboros out, right? Yeah, that makes sense, Glitch. Exceptionally valid. Alright, well, we take the Ouroboros. They get to Iroh's Demonstration the Bat, but then that buys us a turn. It's probably fine. Just gotta keep buying time here. And keep drawing cards. Although losing the Siren's really sad, obviously. God, they get 2 rabbits. Jesus. Oh, that's terrifying. Hate that. I have no idea how I beat this Ouroboros. Like, obviously the answer is... Obviously I have to find an answer for it. I just, punching through this board is a whole time. Maybe I have to activate this Soulstone. So I can punch more Critizen. I assume I really want to be zeroing this Kaito. So if I plus the Sanctuary and the Kaito get to bash. Then I don't get to 0 to find an answer. Yes, Swing and Pray. I do get a card of the Preacher. That's true. Tricky. I think this Kaito really needs to be attacking, unfortunately. They're gonna let themselves go to 1? That's interesting. I mean, that makes this Floodpits Drowner incredible, right? Floodpits Drowner, tap or avoid. They die if they don't have anything else. Yeah, if they do kind of anything other than drawing a removal spell here. You're obviously, I mean, even removal spell doesn't save them. We have Restless Reef. It is kind of cooked. Let's go. We actually got that. Incredible stuff. They have Black Sun, can come in. Why don't we have like a second copy of this card? It seems so good at the moment in the meta. We probably want all our stabs, I assume. God, poor Patrick Root is so freaking annoying. Yeah, Dimir's quietly stumbling its way to wins, the classic. All the cards you'd think would be terrible in the matchup did something that game. Really couldn't write it any other way. I said I'm cutting some of the cards that you'd think would be terrible in this matchup. I kind of want to cut another Kaito. That was really good that game. Kind of good because they didn't develop very aggressively there. So Essence Scatter is so embarrassing against Warpatch. But it's also kind of good against Warpatch. So who's to say, really? It's very bad against Resolved Warpatch and very good against Warpatch on the stack. Oh. Hand is a plan, I guess. Hey, chat, look, full house. Hand of the week, indeed. Yeah. It really is. Don't know if that makes it good, but I mean, the draw steps are definitely helping. Curiosity and land were like pretty fantastic draw steps. Need it be said. Oh my god, that's like the worst imaginable card for my opponent to cast against me. Scream. So good against this hand. Alright, whatever. I really need to trade this with the Serac, but if they get a map, it might not trade with the Serac anyway, so who cares? I guess I just do this. Yeah, you trade your 1 mana for my free. Go for it, friend. Can't be countered, huh? Take 2. Goodbye, Serac. 9 life, huh? I would really like to draw a Painless untapped land, kind of desperately. I would have made this game a little bit easier. Okay. Say go. I don't know that I would ever have the guts to make this block in paper. But on Arena, it's just a freebie. I could just Curiosity draw a card here. I kind of want to, but I think I'm gonna be a bit more patient. That's a good reason to be patient. All right. Get this train rolling. No map, no map, no map. Tidebinder, Tidebinder, Tidebinder. Opponent's not allowed any maps. Opponent is not allowed to explore. Yeah, they're so lost.